The Asian giant hornet, including the subspecies Japanese giant hornet, colloquially known as the yak-killer hornet, is the world's largest hornet, native to temperate and tropical eastern Asia. Its body length is approximately 50 mm and its wingspan about 76 mm, and it has a 6 mm stinger which injects a large amount of potent venom. Anatomy: the head of the hornet is orange and quite wide in comparison to other hornet species. The compound eyes and ocelli are dark brown, and the antennae are dark brown with orange scapes. The clypeus is orange and coarsely punctured. The posterior side of the clypeus has narrow, rounded lobes. The mandible is large and orange with a black tooth that is used for burrowing. The thorax and propodium of the Asian giant hornet has a distinctive golden tint and a large scutellum that has a deeply impressed medial line. The postscutellum bulges and overhangs the propodium. The hornet's forelegs are orange with dark brown tarsi. The mid-legs and hind legs are dark brown. Wings are a dark brownish-gray. The tegulae are brown. The gaster is dark brown with a white, powdery covering. With narrow yellow bands at the posterior margins of the tergite, the sixth segment is entirely yellow. It is similar in appearance to the established European hornet, Vespa crabro. Geographic distribution: it can be found in the Primorski Krai region of Russia, Korea, China, Taiwan, Indochina, Nepal, India, and Sri Lanka, but is most common in rural areas of Japan, where it is called giant sparrow bee. Sting: the stinger of the Asian giant hornet is about 6 mm in length, and injects an especially potent venom that contains, like many bee and wasp venoms, a cytolytic peptide that can damage tissue by stimulating phospholipase action, in addition to its own intrinsic phospholipase. Masato Ono, an entomologist at Tamagawa University near Tokyo, described the sensation as feeling like a hot nail being driven into my leg. An allergic human stung by the giant hornet may die from an allergic reaction to the venom. The venom contains a neurotoxin called mandaritoxin, a single-chain polypeptide with a molecular weight of approximately 20 kd, which can be lethal even to people who are not allergic if the dose is sufficient. Each year in Japan, the human death toll caused by Asian giant hornet stings is around 30 to 40. Advice in China is that people stung more than 10 times need medical help, and emergency treatment for more than 30 stings. The stings can cause renal failure. Stings by Asian giant hornets killed 41 people and injured more than 1,600 people in Shaanxi province, China in 2013. Predation: the Asian giant hornet is intensely predatory. It hunts medium to large-sized insects, such as bees, other hornet species, and mantises. The hornets often attack hives to obtain the honeybee larvae as food for their own larvae. A single scout, sometimes 2 or 3, will cautiously approach the hive, producing pheromones to lead its nest mates to the hive. The hornets can devastate a colony of honeybees. A single hornet can kill as many as 40 honeybees per minute thanks to its large mandibles which can quickly strike and decapitate a bee. The honeybee stings are ineffective because the hornets are 5 times the size and too heavily armored. It takes only relatively few of these hornets a few hours to exterminate a colony of tens of thousands of bees. The hornets can fly up to 100 kilometers in a single day, at speeds of up to 40 km per hour. Hornet larvae, but not adults, can digest solid protein. The adult hornets chew their prey into a paste that they feed to their larvae. Larvae of predatory social vespids generally secrete a clear liquid, Vespa amino acid mixture, whose exact amino acid composition varies considerably from species to species, which they produce to feed the adults on demand. Native honeybees. Beekeepers in Japan attempted to introduce European honeybees for the sake of their high productivity. European honeybees have no innate defense against the hornets, which can rapidly destroy their colonies. Although a handful of Asian giant hornets can easily defeat the uncoordinated defenses of a honeybee colony, the Japanese honeybee has an effective strategy. When a hornet scout locates and approaches a Japanese honeybee hive, she emits specific pheromonal hunting signals. When the Japanese honeybees detect these pheromones, 100 or so gather near the entrance of the nest and set up a trap, keeping the entrance open. This permits the hornet to enter the hive. As the hornet enters, a mob of hundreds of honey bees surrounds it in a ball, completely covering it and preventing it from reacting effectively. The bees violently vibrate their flight muscles in much the same way as they do to heat the hive in cold conditions. This raises the temperature in the ball to the critical temperature of 46 degrees Celsius. In addition, the exertions of the honey bees raise the level of carbon dioxide in the ball. At that concentration of CO2, the honey bees can tolerate up to 50 degrees Celsius, but the hornet cannot survive the combination of a temperature of 46 degrees Celsius and high carbon dioxide level. Some bees do die along with the intruder, much as happens when they attack other intruders with their stings, but by killing the hornet scout they prevent it from summoning reinforcements that would wipe out the entire colony. Detailed research suggests that this account of the behavior of the bees and a few species of hornets is incomplete and that the bees and the predators are developing strategies to avoid expensive and mutually unprofitable conflict. Instead, when bees detect scouting hornets they transmit an ICU signal that commonly warns off the predator. Hornet supplement manufacturers. Several companies in Asia and Europe have begun to manufacture dietary supplements and energy drinks which contain synthetic versions of secretions of the larvae of Vespa mandarinia, which the adult hornets usually consume. The manufacturers of these products make claims that consuming the larval hornet secretions will enhance human endurance because of the effect it has on adult hornets' performance. Because these products are marketed as dietary supplements rather than pharmaceuticals, they do not have to support their claims. Some studies have suggested that the Vespa amino acid mixture itself may influence animal performance in minor ways. References. External links: The Asian Giant Hornet, Yellowjackets and Hornets, Heat Tolerance as a Weapon, video footage at National Geographic.